keep attacking Hernandez. They touch him up. Round number 1. Maximum 3 5-minute rounds. Hernandez wearing the green.
And Taira does have a very good calf kick, too, that he utilizes. And I think that's going to be his game, right? Stay on the outside, use his long strikes, try to force Hernandez in. And this way, it works twofold for him. He gets him to force him in close, and it can also work for him to getting his own takedowns. Both these guys so fast.
Oh, yeah, both of them are incredibly fast. And Taira, very long for this division. You know, you think of wrestlers at flyweight, you think them as, you know, smaller, more compact guys, but for a very tall, lanky guy, he's tremendous at the wrestling. I mean, not probably the takedown he was planning for, but look at that.
Very surprised.
That transition.
That was a great deep half sweep there from Taira, and he is world-class.
My gosh. Great scramble from both guys, but Hernandez up on his feet.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was impressive by Carlos Hernandez because Tatsuro Tyra almost had the back there momentarily, and he was so wise to it, spun right back in.
Hernandez working with Mike Valley, Valley Flow, Bahamundez, Yair Rodriguez, Radke, Bilal Muhammad. Great guys in the room over there.
Yeah, those guys can strike, but they can wrestle too.
They can do it all. I mean, they're really working on making their games well-rounded, especially with Bilal kind of their leader over there. He's a guy that has shown he can fight, he can wrestle, he can keep it on the outside, he can fight with his boxing.
Tyra, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Tyra looking to jack up this underhook on his left side, looking to possibly whizzer kick here. But Carlos Hernandez doing a really good job of pressuring him into the fence. It makes it really difficult to dig for those underhooks. Oh!
Big mistake there for Hernandez.
Yep.
Shoulder pressure here from Taira, inside control. Let's see what he does from here. Switching his hips nicely to maintain position.
Hernandez, my opinion, and that's, I mean, granted, in the heat of the moment, it's always tough, right? You want to show that you've got the skills to take him down, dominate him on the ground as well, but he had that clinch. He could have used elbows. He could have done a lot of dirty boxing there instead of trying to force that takedown against somebody like Taira, who's such a good scrambler.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for, you know, a big throw, and sometimes it's smarter to do the smaller, more efficient
Especially
takedown.
against long guys, right? They're always so tricky to get down like that.
Yep, especially off the fence.
They just find a way to find their foot on the ground and then reverse positions. Ooh.
Keep your eye on the groundwork of Taira. He really is a special talent when it comes to ground fighting, particularly the submission side, but caught an interview in Japan where he said he's working really hard on integrating the ground and pound as well, but he steps over to the mount position. He's got a nice deep grab there on the underside of the arm as well.
Yeah, it looked like he was starting to isolate that arm a little bit. I'm watching this transition here closely. Look how he's got the legs of Carlos Hernandez wrapped up. I mean, he's always just a step ahead on the ground. Looks like he's possibly setting up a head and arm triangle here, thinking about it anyway. So many options, though.
You see Hernandez at least aware of that, but in protecting himself from that arm triangle, gives up a deeper mount.
It's like a triple threat all the time.
And now some good ground and pound here on display from Taira.
And that forces more openings, right? I mean, he almost has the back here now, and he's got the hips elevated as well. That's a bad spot.
Heavy hits on the small of the back of Hernandez is keeping him flattened out. You can see Hernandez is trying to fight. Good job. He's going to eat some punishment in doing so.
Yeah, and we've seen Hernandez with his sub-loss to Nascimento. So this is a spot that he has had trouble against high-level grapplers before.
The angle is a little bit off, so, I mean, Taira hip to that is already looking to transition to something else here.
Problem with fighting Taira, boys, he just eats up the clock, doesn't he, with these ground exchanges?
And not only eats up the clock, John, but just wears on you, right? This is exhausting for anybody at home that doesn't have any grappling experience. Trying to buck out of these positions and fight somebody that's so dominant in every position. Look, right to a body triangle from the back.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a single strike either. He's like a little mini Jalton Almeida out there. It's crazy.
Patient work. Look how relaxed he is as well. Definitely to setting up damaging shots as well, Taira, because he sat on the back there, and I think we would normally see him fishing for the choke. Last few seconds.
Beautiful
Back
round.
with round number 2 after these.
Watch the cut, fellas. Tatsuro.
Experience at the Indy 500, a full expenses paid trip to Mexico to visit the Jose Cuervo distillery, a fully custom built motorcycle by Howlerhead, and more. All you have to do is scan the QR code or enter for free at UFC.com/12days. Can we do that as well?
I was just thinking that. I might just enter that myself.
Here's Taira going to these calf kicks, but Hernandez,
He checked that
he's
one.
got a chance here. He's got great boxing. He made a mistake in the first round. He paid severely for it, but he did survive it. Now he's got to try to do something to get the respect back from Taira and hurt him.
And Laura, he's had to... Oh my goodness! Oh, it buzzed him! Oh, it buzzed him! Hernandez is hurt!
Big shots from Taira. The window's starting to close on Hernandez here. He's got to scramble.
Oh, he's in trouble, guys.
Stop, he's done.
There it is, first UFC knockout for Tatsuro Tyra. It is not one threat, a double threat, triple threat for the Japanese fighter. Look at the damage.
Yeah, Tatsuro Tyra, not just a grappler he showed tonight. I mean, he's got the hands as well. This man is a factor in this division. Wow.
100%. I mean, 5-0 here in the UFC, now with a knockout on his record. Let's take a look here. Look at this right hand. Boom, right down the middle. Staggers Hernandez, follows up with a beautiful combination. And then on the ground, I love that he ended up finding a way to get the TKO. Look at that. Needs a left hook for it, but just landed the bigger, powerful shot, showing off his speed, gets in there, and just is relentless on getting Hernandez, who tried his absolute best to survive, but just Taira too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 55 seconds, round number 2. Referee Mark Smith puts a halt to the fight. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Tatsuro Tyra!